Good morning. My name is Steve Rennie. I am the Ren Baron. It's Saturday, May 25th. Going to go out and play a little golf today with a couple of my buddies. But before I do that, head out to hit some chips and putts and drives and so forth. I'm going to do a little chipping and putting here in the plane and do a little practice flight out to one of my favorite fuel stops. It's called Santa Paula Airport. That's KSZP. It's a short flight from Santa Monica. But it sits in a narrow little canyon, so it's got a little degree of difficulty to it. There's some terrain on the right when you fly in for a left downwind to 26. We'll see which runway we're landing on today. And just to keep it interesting, there's a couple trees out in front of the runway that make sure that you can't get too low. So this is a good little practice for a short field landing here. And so let's start with the flight plan here. Let me show you what that looks like here. There it is. We're going to be going KSMO to Ventura to a little visual waypoint called Satakoy Bridge, and then into KSZP. And so let's go ahead and head on into the plane and get started here. We're going to go click on New Flight here. We are in 768 Foxtrot Sierra, which is a Cirrus Turbo normalized. We're going to go KSMO for Santa Monica Airport. We're going to we're going to pick where we start, which is in the Alpha 2 run-up area here. And we're going to confirm that. And then we are going to go with match real-world conditions and track real-world time. So let's go ahead and start the flight here. All right, it's loading up for us right here. Takes a little bit. Please don't do that. Come on now. Come on, little darling. Don't play with me like that. We got people waiting, looking for a flight. And the thing don't want to play ball. Uh-oh. Not good. Ah. Oh, it never fails here. Let's see if this is going to work here. And then otherwise we'll just, there we go. Okay, we're flying here. Okay, let me get out of the frame here. All right, let's start this baby up. First things first, we're going to go into the glove box here. Glove box open. We're going to get our flight numbers. 27.6 is our Hobbs to start with today. And our engine numbers are 20.9. And we'll check our fuel when we get up top. Let's go ahead and close up that glove compartment and go up top here. Let's put the keys in the ignition here. I've already taken my caps handle out. I'm going to put it right here. So let's go ahead and get this baby fired up and get started here. Okay, let's do a little instrument close-up so you can see what we're doing here. I'm going to do a little overhead shot from up top so you can kind of see what I'm doing down here. And let's get started here. Battery 2, that's going to fire up PFD, and it does. Let's go ahead and start battery 1. That's going to fire up the MFD, and it does. Let's go down here a little. See now, right here, you'll notice here on my actual fuel right down here, it's set properly. Little quirk of X-Plane, you got to go down and make sure it's all set first, and then come back up top here. Okay, so we're going to go enter, enter, enter. We've got 52 gallons, so normally we'd be going out there to get some fuel. I'm going to click off this pesky little warning light here. I'm going to turn on my strobes and let everybody know we're coming here. And then we're going to go down here to our mixture full, power full. There's two positions here on the fuel pump. Push it forward in its boost, push it back in its prime. Right now we want some prime, and we're going to be looking for some fuel flow in here. That's what we want to see. So let's give it 4 seconds. 1,000 fuel flow, 1,000, 2,000, 3, 1,000, 4. We'll turn that off. Then we'll pull our power back to 1/4 inch-ish. Okay, then we're going to go over to our ignition switch here, get that ready to go. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of boost pump to get us started here. And then we're going to fire this baby up. So let's give it a go. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. And now let's give her a go. Okay, we got a nice good start there. Pull that power back. Let's not burn that engine out right out of the box. Let's go Alt 1. Let's go Alt 2. Let's go avionics. Okay, we're flying VFR today, so let's go over to our flight plan here for a second. We're going to go KSMO. We're going to go Ventura, Victor, Tango, Uniform, enter, 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 and then we're going to go a visual flight point for Sadakoy Bridge. That's Victor, Papa, Sierra, Tango, Charlie, enter, 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 okay, and then KSZP, which is Santa Paula. Okay, now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to just go ahead and set an altitude restriction while we're here for 2,000 feet at Sadakoy Bridge, which will also clear us over some airspace here, which you can see right here on the iPad. We've got some airspace to cover. We're going to be flying right over Camarillo Airport, and you can see that we've got to be 2,000 feet over Camarillo, so that we're all set for. Okay, we're flying visual flight rules today. We're going to use a little bit of help here from our folks at Pilot Edge. So I'm going to go connect Pilot Edge here.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
Okay, you can hear that. All right, so now we're set. So now let's go down here to COM1. Let's load some frequencies here. We're going to go 119.15, which is ATIS for Santa Monica. There's 1.5. We're going to flip that over. We're going to take 121.9, which is our ground frequency at Santa Monica. We're going to put 120.1 for tower on COM1 up top. Let's get that in there. There's one, then 125.2.
Oceanside direct. Okay, flight heading 355 vectors.
All right, looks like we got ATC happening on there. Let's see if anybody's watching today.
And then direct.
Let's go
direct
to our...
after that.
All right, now, folks, if anybody's watching and listening here today, let me know if you can hear everything. First the engine, then Pilot Edge, the ATC, and then me, your pilot here today. So if you just put a little comment in there, let me know you can see us. That would be great. All right, so let's go down, and we're going to go down to our FMS here.
We're 566 Bravo, John Wayne Tower, runway 2 left.
And we're going to go push on COM2 and get our ATIS.
2, altimeter 3013, arriving and departing runway 3. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information golf.
I'm putting all that information on my flight info sheets here.
8 is information golf. 1551 Zulu. Wind 360 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 12. Dew point -2. Altimeter 3013. Arriving and departing runway 3.
All right, so let's put in 3013.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information golf.
We've got golf. Okay, now I'm going to switch over. Whoops, we didn't want to do that. We want to go down to COM1, switch over to ground.
BMP 3340 at Whiskey with Bravo. Taxi runway 30, IFR departure.
November 2334 Sierra, runway 30, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha to 30340.
Okay, let's go up top and get our oxygen. Let's go back here. I think we've left our oxygen on from the last trip here. And we have, so let's get rid of that.
Contact departure. Switching departure, Diamond Pacific Bravo.
Okay, we're going to go up top here for a second, and we're going to do a little trick here on the X-plane. We're going to go to FSE override. We're going to fill up the oxygen, fill up the oxygen in TKS. Now we're going to get rid of that. Okay, so now we'll go contact
ground. Check your radio.
ground here.
Sorry about that. Switching Diamond Pacific Bravo.
Santa Monica ground, Sierra 768 Foxtrot Sierra at Alpha 2 parking with Golf. Like to taxi to 21.
Number 768 Foxtrot Sierra Golf, runway 3, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 3, taxi to Alpha 8 Foxtrot Sierra. Okay, I guess we're going on runway 3 here today, folks. Okay. Let's do our run up here then in the this area right here. Okay, so let's go back to our checklist here. We've got all this stuff done, so let's just go skip through these. Before starting engine, we did that. We started our engine. Okay, flaps are up. Radio avionics are set. Cabin heat defrost is good. Fuel selector on the fullest tank. Taxiing, we're not going to have to worry about that very much, so let's just go skip through all of that. And let's go before takeoff. Our doors are latched and closed. Our caps handle is good. Our seat belts and shoulder harnesses are good. Our air conditioner is, let's go switch to the rotate to the right. Air conditioner is off. That's all good. Fuel quantity is good. Fuel selector is on the fullest tank. We've got our fuel pump in. We've got our mixture full. Let's set our flaps to 50%. Let's check left there and make sure they're down. That's confirmed. Transponder, we're going to be flying VFR here, although we might get some flight following along the way. Autopilot, let's do our autopilot check here. We're going to set our headings down there at 270-ish. Let's go heading mode, and you should see the command bars, the flight director bars tilting to the right, and they do, so that's going to be our autopilot check here. Navigation radios are set. Cabin heat defrost is set. Brakes are holding. Let's go to our engine page and spool it up to 1700 here. And 17 is, there we go, 1710. Now we're going to check our electrical here. Nav goes on. What we're looking for is some movement here on our electrical buses here. Strobe's on. Landing light pushes up alt 1 a little bit. ICE might push it up a little bit further. Pitot heat will push that up a bit further. Now we're going to check our mags. What we're going to be looking for is a drop here on the RPMs, a drop on the RPMs, and a rise on the EGTs. Let's go to the left mag. So we got a drop of about 80. EGTs are rising. That is good. We're going to reset. Now we're going to go for our right mag. We've got a drop of 40. EGTs are rising, and they are. That's good. Back to both. Back to 1,000.
November 5 Bravo Yankee, runway 29, clear to land.
And let's go back to our checklist here. Power lever is good. Alternate, we checked all that. Let's get rid of pitot heat. We're not going to need that today. We're not going to need ice day. We don't need our landing lights. We got a sunny day. Voltage is at +0. That's good. Pitot heat is not required. Nav lights are off. We've got our landing lights. Magnetos are all good. Flight instruments are set. Let's go ahead and set our takeoff. We're going to go underneath the throttle here and click our takeoff go around. That gives me 7 degrees of pitch, which will get me 120 out of the box. That's all good. Let's go check our flight stuff here. Let's go get a rear view. Let's zoom in here so you can see what's going on. I'm going to give it some rudder. We're going to give it some elevator. We're going to go left up, right up. Everything's working properly. That's all good. All right, that is all good. Trim, let's go check our trim. Trim is going to be in that little takeoff zone here. I'm going to look at my right wing and make sure that that looks good.
4467. 503, let's get back, correct.
Okay, trim is good, autopilot is good. We know how to take off, so let's go to our climb checklist here and then back to the flight plan. Let's get rid of our, okay, we're all set here. KSMO to Ventura is going to be our active leg, so let's go up top here and make that the active leg. So we'll come back around for that one. All right, great. And I believe we are ready now to taxi over to runway 3, so let's go take off our brake. Let's take a look out to the right here, and let's go to runway 3. Okay, let's go take a look over there. All right, let's give a call to our friends in the tower here. Let's switch over to COM 1 now. Before we switch to COM 2, let's put in 126025, which is going to be the ATIS at Camarillo, which is the nearest airport. So let's get that in there. Let's switch that over. And then we'll put in 122.9, which is our CTAF there at Santa Paula. Okay, now let's give a call to our friends in the tower here. Santa Monica Tower, Sierra 768 Foxtrot, Sierra holding short, runway 3 at Alpha 1.
We're 768 Foxtrot, Sierra, Santa Monica ground. What's your direction of flight?
I'm going to make a left downwind to Ventura VOR and then to Satakoy and then Santa Paula.
Okay, I'm assuming westbound then. November 768 Foxtrot, Sierra, left downwind departure approved, runway 3 clear for takeoff.
Left downwind departure approved, clear for takeoff, 8 Foxtrot Sierra. All right, so
November 5 Bravo Yankee taxi departure.
let's set our
frequency.
heading for 269, which is where we're going to be heading. Okay, let's do this.
Yankee.
Let's use that whole runway. Now, when we're taking off on 3, which doesn't happen very often in Santa Monica, we're going to go, we can't make a left turn before we get to the freeway.
We'll change that flight altitude to 10,500. Do I need to follow a new flight plan?
Now, our takeoff briefing, we got 700, we're at
I don't see those.
160 feet.
I changed it for you in your flight strip, so thank you.
So we're going to, any issue on the runway, we're going to pull the power, hit the brakes, and abort the takeoff. 770 is going to be our caps available, so anything between rotation and 770, we're going to pitch for 92. We're going to mixture off, or we're going to pitch for 92, hit the brakes, and abort the takeoff. So we're going to pull the power, and abort the takeoff. We have an engine issue between 170 and 770. We're going to pitch for 92, mixture off, tanks off, ignition off, land straight ahead best we can. Between 770 and 2170, we're going to pull the parachute, mixture off, tanks off, ignition off, and float straight ahead. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get her going. Okay, keep her down the runway there, get that rudder in there. Okay, we're all the way in. Eyes down the runway. Start pulling back. Keep her over the center of the runway here. 90 knots, flaps up, trimming. Set our indicated airspeed for 120 on our climb.
John Wayne ground, this is 148 Charlie Papa with Victor, ready to go to the active.
148 Charlie Papa, John Wayne ground, confirm squawking normal and your assigned code.
Coming up on the freeway here.
I have 2105 and I do have that confirmed in the transponder.
Is the transponder on?
Yes, it is. I've been having problems with it last time I was using it too.
All right, let's turn to the left here now.
Rapidly is what they're saying. It just keeps sending the signal. Is that what you're getting?
I don't even see your transponder is on, and I can't give you any service until you get your transponder to operate an altitude reporting with your code on.
I'm going to reset it, see if you pick it up.
Now we're going at 4,000 feet here. Got our active leg set, so I'm going to put nav
and
back up there.
Okay, I was looking at my radios here. Could you repeat that?
Runway 20 right. Taxi via, runway 2 left, taxi via Bravo Delta. And it looks like your ident is stuck on. I don't know if you can fix that without having the transponder turn off entirely, but you can't have the ident stuck on either.
No, don't taxi to the 2
Let's go to our checklist, climb checklist, oxygen not required, power lever's good, mixture's good,
and I was good to go.
Airspeed is right on the money, electric fuel pump's on, fuel flow is good, engine parameters are good.
Alright, I'll go back to 1200 and reset it and see if we can do anything.
Okay, in that case, just hold position and see, just figure it out for us, please.
Oops, let's
Yes, I
get
will
back
do
to
that.
4,000 here. Let's go to our cruise checklist.
Name of ground, Mooney 5083 Whiskey at the GA parking.
Okay, there we are at 4,000. Let's pay attention. Let's pull back our power a little bit, then we'll go and get the checklist here.
Ground, runway 35. Taxi via Zulu.
Okay, let's get it 29.5-ish. Let's pull our mixture back to about 16.1-ish. There we go. We don't need to be cramming through here. Let's keep our speed good here, 4,000.
November 5083 Whiskey, runway 35, taxi via Zulu 3, back taxi, runway 35.
All right, so right now we're heading for Ventura. We're all good. Cruise is set. Fuel pump's good. Mixture is good. Descent. Okay, so now let's start monitoring ATIS.
15550, wind 030 at 4, visibility 10, sky condition, clear, temperature 11, 2.2, altimeter 3014, arriving and departing runway 26.
Okay, so you can kind of hear what's going on there. So it's 080, so it looks like we're going to be landing on runway 8. So let's switch over to our CTAF on COM 2 and go back up top here and back to the map here. Okay, so time to top it down. Now you notice over here we set a VNAV restriction, okay, of 2,000 feet. So I'm going to get that VNAV working for us. Right down here you'll see we're 9 minutes and 35 seconds from our top of descent. We're going to pull back our power now because we don't need to be screaming through here.
I honestly don't know. I'm not exactly tech support, so you can either email ops or you can ask in tech support in the Discord.
Okay, let's get our speed under, so I'm going to pull our power back considerably here, get it going a little bit. Let's get it about 130, 135-ish in here. All right, let's put some power back in there now. 60% in here would be fine.
All I see is that you're squawking. Hold on. Yes, I can. It's still identical. I'm not tech support. I can't do this over the frequency. You can either email ops and send a login or something and see if they can help you out, or you can ask in Discord what the problem you're having. But I can't really continue to do this over the frequency all day.
Understood. I'll have to cancel my flight.
Hey guys, how you doing? Everything sounds okay and everything? I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to be chatting here. So, hello Scott, hello LABK. Nice to have you on board here today. Let's go back into the... okay, there we go. Let's go back over here. Okay, so now we're coming up. Santa Monica Tower 8 Foxtrot's here at 4,000. Are you going to switch me to SoCal Approach, or I'm just staying with you?
You never asked for anything from SoCal, and you don't need to stay on the Delta tower frequency once you leave the Delta, so you can leave whenever you want.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, fair enough. Learned something new again. I don't fly VFR very much.
Dynamy 566 Echo Bravo for the visual 267.
Actually, we never picked up that. So let's go direct, enter nav, and we're going to click over and start heading for Ventura here. Let's declutter here a little bit. Let's get rid of the map profile. Bang. Let's declutter back. Declutter one. I just want to see what I want to see here. Okay, we're at 3014. Okay, now we got our short little flight in here, and it looks like we're going to be landing on runway 8. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my iPad and do a little bit of advanced planning here. We're going to go to the procedure here. We're going to go approach. We want a visual for runway 04. And we're going to come straight in for the runway 4.
Top of 1015, Las Vegas Tower.
Actually, you know what? To do this properly,
visual runway 1 left.
I'm going to change that.
Top of 1015, runway
Traffic
1
pattern is right pattern for 4. Currently in the route. CrossFit midfield direct. It's actually
you're supposed to be back taxi.
It's actually a we got to cross the midfield, then come back in, and then make a right traffic for 4. There's a lot of traffic around here at Santa Paula, so I'm not flying
And you don't need to hold short of the runway.
an IFR plan, so we're going to have to play ball here and do this. Okay, so let's just keep an eye on both of these. We're going direct Ventura.
Thank you for that info.
All right. Now, right here, you're getting a little insight, if you're not familiar with Pilot Edge, about why I think it's such a wonderful tool here. And that's because they actually teach you about talking to ATC and so forth. So I learned a little lesson there. Normally, I would have asked for flight following. I didn't do it this morning because it just kind of rushing through this today. But just wanted to get some practice in. These are the kind of flights I used to fly all the time in my actual Cirrus, but I've done it so many times now that I feel comfortable in terms of just keeping the routine going of just flying here on the sim. And it's actually really good practice here. Okay, so let's come up close so you can see what's going on. We're going direct Ventura right now. As you can see it right here. You can see, I'm going to put it on the iPad so you can see that that is confirmed there as well. Now, what I've done here on the iPad is you'll notice I've put in that approach where I'm going to fly straight across. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of go and follow that line here. But to get a little help on it, I'm going to go down to the nav log here. Okay, see, so once we get to VPSTC, our heading from there, what's our heading going to be? It's going to be 18 degrees is our heading. So I'm going to make a little note of that. 18 degree heading. Off of HTC or STC. Okay, that way I can, just track that line there, and we'll be in good shape here. So let's get back to the X-plane clean here. All right, good. All righty. So, you got your plane back, Scott? I hope you do. All right, now we're at 4,000 feet here. Now we see a little bit of terrain up there, right? So it's usually not much of an issue here, but just to make sure, let's go back to that map for a second. Let's put in that profile, and you can see here, if we come in, that we're over the terrain here. So that's the kind of stuff I look at. Now I can kind of see it visually, but I like to confirm as much as possible here, and so that's what we've done there.
Southwest Tower, Southwest 1015, clear on November.
Southwest 1015, cross runway 1 right, contact ground point 1.
Cross the right side, ground point 1, Southwest 1015.
Let's go back to our flight plan here, and you can kind of see our flight plan. And so we're going direct Ventura right now. We've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to our top of descent. Okay, so now I'm going to use my VNAV profile here to help me out a bit here. And so let me show you how we're going to do that. We're going to go over to our close-up view here, okay? And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you down here, and we're going to give you a little look
one left, one right on November going
on the Mevo here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set 2,000 on our altitude select, which will match our VNAV reference altitude. Anything at that number or below will activate it. Now over here on the VNAV profile, you see we have 3 minutes and 55 seconds to our top of descent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to click the VNAV. So let's just go down here. I'm going to click the VNAV, and you see it lit up here on this one. It's a little bit different setup than I have here. Let's see if I can get you a close-up view on that. So you can see right here, it is lit up here on that profile as well. All right. So let's go back to our view here, and let's come out top so you can see what we're doing. There's the beautiful Pacific Ocean here. Never get tired of seeing that. Out to the right, looking at the Ventura area here, Ventura Freeway and the like. Beautiful view out there. All right, so everything is set up for VNAV, which says it should be starting in about 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Okay, so now I'm doing this on autopilot right now, but what I'm going to show you here is that the thing about all these great avionics, and particularly flight director. Actually, let's do one other thing. Let's go to our PFD. Let's get our synthetic vision working, which won't make much of a difference here today. But
cleared across the right side here, November 121 on the other side, southwest 964.
okay, so now I'm coming into this area here, which can have a lot of traffic. So I'm going to slow down here a little bit to about 120-ish. See, I've just pulled my power back to get us in the ballpark here. We've got 2 minutes and 31 seconds to our top of descent.
Copy that, Diamond 66 Bravo.
I'm going to show you the iPad here for a second. Now, you see we're going to be making a right turn here, and then we're going to be coming across this Camarillo airspace, and you can see up in the right corner that big 20. That's our altitude we got to stay at. So I'm at 4,000. I'll be descending to 2,000 at that Satakoy waypoint right in the middle here. So that's my reference point. From there, I'll make my entry into Santa Paula. Now let's go get some information for Santa Paula here. Let's go KSZP, KSZP. Okay, there's Santa Paula. Our elevation at Santa Paula is 250 feet. I'm going to put that down here on my sheet, and it's 850 is our traffic pattern altitude, which is a lot lower than in most cases. Okay, now let's speed her up a little bit. I let it getting preoccupied here and got a little slow. Okay, so let's go 120 is fine. Let's get back to the map here on that so I can see it. Let's get rid of that flight plan stuff right there. Okay, we're going to be making this turn here in 1 second, and in fact we are actually making that turn now on autopilot. Now I'm going to take it off of autopilot right now. First I'm going to sync up my heading here. Okay. And now we're heading for the waypoint up there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take off. I'm going to put on heading mode here right now. Okay, and I'm going to take her off autopilot and fly this by hand. And I'm going to see, we should see the V path kick in here. Now you see the reference. My little bug here is already showing me the level I need to be at. So once this thing switches over to V path, I'll just follow it down by hand. Okay, so we got 24 seconds to go here. I said our heading is going to be 18 to cross the runway here, so we're going to keep that in mind. We're at 323 right now. Okay, let's slow her down a little bit. Okay, now you see V-path is kicked in here, so I'm just going to follow the flight director here. I'm going to pull back to our power here. I'm going to go over to our map here. I'm going to go to our checklist, because now I got our descent checklist. 3014 is our altimeter. Landing light is now on. Fuel system is checked. Now what I'm going to do here also is I'm going to put our mixture full right now, because it gets a little shaky here in X-plane. So let me get it set properly here. All right, there we go. So I'm just following the flight director down to 2,000 feet here. Now mixture is as required. Oxygen is good. Let's go back to our map here. We're just tracking that line right there. And our next heading is going to be 18. So you can see we're going down to 450 feet a minute right over here on the VNAV profile. Says we need 473 feet to get down to that 2,000. So we're just tracking that flight director, which is doing all the work for me here. But I'm flying this one by hand. I'm going to make believe that my very expensive autopilot just clicked out on me, and all I can do is cry about it, but I can't fix it up here, so I'm just going to stay with it. And we're just going to fly this baby down here, okay? So we're going to keep those yellow and pink together. It's that simple. Now, for all the other pilots go, you got to look out the window. Of course, we're looking out the window. I'm looking left. I'm looking right. A lot of traffic in here at Santa Paula, so you got to be paying attention. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go switch over to mic 2 here, and we're just going to monitor those other guys here. And I'm going to just kind of let everybody know that we are a little bit southeast of Satakoy, so I'm going to give a little call here right now. Santa Paula traffic, Silver Cirrus 2,900 descending for 2,000 at Satakoy. I'm going to cross midfield and then enter a right traffic for 04, Silver Cirrus. All right, so we got 3.3 miles to Satakoy there, as you can see. We're tracking those lines here nicely. We're going to have to switch to 18 degrees is going to be our heading once we get to Satakoy. So we're just flying it by hand. We got good speed here, 120 knots, which we don't need to be screaming through here. I'm looking for traffic here the whole time. Listening on the radio to make sure there's nobody else around. We're going to be right on that 2,000, 2 more miles. And we're going to switch to 18 heading here in a second. Okay, we got 1.3 miles to go. At about 0.8, I'm going to start changing my heading. Went 1.8. Okay, there's our 2,000. Now we're going to switch and follow 1.8, which I picked up off of the iPad. And I'm now going to track. Cleared the Bravo or the Charlie airspace at Satakoy. So now I want to start lowering my altitude to about 1,000 here. So let's go vertical speed 500. Satakoy or Santa Paula traffic, Silver Cirrus, 5.3 miles southwest of the airport. We're going to cross over the airport at midfield and then circle around for right traffic to 04. Satakoy traffic. Okay, so now we got good speed in here. We don't get too fast in here. Following now I'm going to look at my iPad here. And we're right on track so far. You can see on the PFD, KSZP is over there because we got our synthetic vision all lined up here. We're going to come down to 1,100 feet-ish. And we're looking good. Over here on the right, you can, somewhere in here is our Satakoy airport here, or excuse me, Santa Paula airport. I'm just going to leave that iPad up there so you can see what I'm doing here. Now, normally you don't see water out here. I'm wondering if that water we're seeing today is because they know it's been raining like hell and there's now water where I've never seen water. Now I'm going to go back to my nav log. We've got 18. Let's keep hang on. Pay attention here. From here, we're just going to eyeball it. Okay, so now we're getting down to 1,100 here. Yeah, that is really interesting. They're showing all this water out here. There's the airport off to our right now. So now I'm going to put in some flaps here. because now I'm right where I want to be. Start pulling our power back. Santa Paula traffic, Silver Cirrus at 1100. We're entering the right downwind for 222 right now. Now I'm going to get rid of the flight director and start do this by eyeball here. Now I got 90 knots, which is kind of where I want to be here. Where is my runway? There it is, over there to my right. This is the toughest part of the sim here, is just trying to get everything. So now we're abeam the end of the run. So now we're going to circle across there. We're going to go out a little bit further. Okay, so now we want to turn around. Santa Paula traffic, Silver Cirrus at 1100. We're crossing, or beam the runway 21. We're circling around to enter the left downwind for 4 for right traffic to 04. Okay, now let's get us down to about 850 is where we want to be. So we're going to be circling around here to the left a little bit. I'm going to make sure we stay over this terrain here. Come around for a 2-2-ish. Okay, coming around. Let's get 2-2 so we're parallel. Okay, let's go make sure we don't crash into anything here. There's 2-2. Then we want 310 here. Look to the right here. Okay, let's now start edging to the right a little bit. Let's put our flaps in there now. Santa Paula traffic, Silver Cirrus making right base for 04. There's 310. Santa Paula traffic, Silver Cirrus making final for 04. Okay, now we got to get her down here a little bit quickly.
500.
Looking good. Flaps are in. All right, there we are. We're going to exit to the left here. Flaps up. Santa Paula traffic, Silver Cirrus clear runway 4 heading back to the fuel pumps. There's the fuel pumps over here. Okay, there we are. Let's go back to our default view here. Alrighty, let's go Evo here. Okay, let's turn off our fuel pump, cycle the engine here, back on, mixture all the way off. Engine is stopped. Okay, let's turn off our Tito heat, land light. Let's put our trim back in here before we get rid of everything. Okay, great. Turn off our ignition. Let's go back to the glove box real quick here. Open it up. We've got 27.7, which I'll put over here. And then we've got 21.4. And our fuel, we're going to fill that up here right now. Okay, now we're going to come back into the cockpit here. Okay, I want to thank you for joining me here today. Let me see if there's any questions. I'm running here. It's a nice day to fly here, having one of my kids' birthday at the airport. It's great. All right, good, Ron. Scott's been flying his brand new Cirrus every day. Gotta love that. I know that's good. All right, well, that's it for me today. I'm going to go out now. It is 10 o'clock perfect. I'm going to go brush my teeth and go play some golf here. So I want to thank you all for joining me here today, and look forward to seeing you again here. Let's go up top so you can see. Actually, we're good. I want to see you again soon here. So anyway, I appreciate all the support over the last few years on the YouTube channel here. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with everybody. I'll say that. And let me get all my stuff closed up here in the cockpit. Back over here. Back over here. Okay, there we are. All right, so that's it for me. I'm going to get going. You guys all have a great Saturday out there. Look forward to seeing you again soon. My name is Steve Rennie. I am the Ren Baron. This is my Ren Baron Learning to Fly YouTube channel. See you later.
No.